So even though these flexi hoses look like they were probably changed before it was laid up, and the pads are quite big. Right, I'm changing all the soft hoses anyway, so I'm not going to film this because it's just a waste of time and you've seen people undo bolts, but there's a quick before and after. Here's some of the rear ones which I've got on order. The height control one looks a bit shabby in there. Again, they don't look like that old, but while I've got this fluid empty, I'm going to change what's here and then go from there. Oh well, just as well doing these. That one, well, it's the second pipe I've undone. That one's failed. Right, I was just following this pipe back. I've got a couple of hoses to replace those, even though again, like, they look like they've been done before. Got the cover for the rat trap off. Actually, it looks quite nice in there. The last car I had, all these pipes, well, I didn't look at the brown one, the red one that I had about 5 years ago, all these pipes are all rusty and all the unions were all horrible and ugly. This all looks pretty good, which is probably why it's been working fine for me to drive it in on the foot brake. So anyway, we can get access to these and swap those. So I'll get on with this. Bit of dust inside there, so that just needs to be cleaned out. Right, this is the front left, and just as the front right's broken, you can see when I move this one, the pipe is moving with the union, and I think these are both going to break off. Twist it slightly. Just moving the bottom of the pipe there. Anyway, I'm going to take them off. I've taken off, just so I can't get in there to do that front one. I'm taking off that joint, so I'm just going to renew all the front pipes here while I've got it undone. It'd be silly not to, really. Yeah, see, this is just twisting off now, so this is a good thing, really. Like I say, it shows all the weakness in the system. We've got to get rid of it all. Right, okay, got these front brake pipes out. Yeah, I'm glad I did, really. You can see a couple of these. Just even me pulling them around, I undid these two brake blocks so I could pull it over a bit and get the spanners on it. But the walls are thin, and you just try and sort of undo them. And that one just snapped off. This one was too difficult to get to, and I think it was the other end of this one anyway. So I thought, well, I'm replacing them both, so I just cut the end off so I could get it out. And yeah, pulled this out, but you see the general sort of condition. They're poor. So while I'm in here changing the hoses, you got to do it, but it does end up turning oh, well, just change those hoses. It's only a nut either end. How long is that going to take? 5 minutes each one? And you think, no, this ends up being like a couple of hours, because it's like, oh, will it come off? Will it nearly? Yep, oh, it's in there. Oh, you can't really get the spanner in. Oh, I'll try it from this side. Oh, I'll try it the other spanner. Oh, I'll try it from here. Oh, maybe I'll try this. And all these little bits of time all add up. And that's why, well, it's expensive. But I did think when you look at these unions, that front one's a bit rusty. The car was in a garage when I picked it up, and I've got no reason not to believe it wasn't garaged for that sort of 12 years. But these could be a lot longer since they were actually done. So, yeah, that's the front one with the little end that I twisted off. Yeah, a bit poor, so. God, it don't take long for the cobwebs to grow on it, look. Yeah, sticking to me tools on the side from those cans there. You see it glinting in the light. I better get on with it, eh? So here we are with hoses. I've got all these out. I'm just going to check all these. Make up the other ones for this lot. And away we go. Right, just getting this brake pipe union out of that block, but you can see this, the pipe, even though it's loose, is fused to the union, so these have been in there a while. They all look like the original steel ones. And if you sort of, yeah, see, bend that slightly, it's just cracking off there, breaking. So yeah, these needed changing. These are really stiff, and I've got like a pry bar on these, so they've been in there a while. So I'm glad I took this completely off the car, because I've been doing this and it's spinning around in the hole. Yeah, I've been undoing it, it's not actually coming out, so yeah, need a new block. It would have chewed up all the threads. They're pretty common. I'll find a couple of these. Right, some of these are as tough as old boots to get off. So heat is your friend. Right, this is another one where the pipe is seized to the union. Won't spin round. Pulling around. So I'm going to probably have to replace a few of these as well. Oh, this last one's been really stubborn. And you think it's just a nut. Look, the threads look clean, but it is really stiff. Right, now this is a tip for doing brakes, bleed nipples. If you're worried about them, like just in there, and the thread is the thread looks pretty ugly. So why brush the loose stuff off? Spray a bit of WD-40 around it. Warm up the caliper so it just burns off a bit of the excess WD-40. Idea is just to sort of try and change the relationship between the nipple and the caliper a little bit on a molecular level. So just a bit of heat, and then get this stuff. Cool down the bleed nipple itself. Give it a couple of taps. And then it helps if you get a two-sided thing rather than one, because then you're not sort of bending it over, you're actually twisting it. Oh. Oh. There we go. There's the that will get on there. In the daylight, here we go. Yeah, you can see the shoulder of that. It's pretty gungy. Now, just get a little drill bit, and see that hole's full of like dirt and rust, so there'll be crap in the bottom of the hole. So yeah, just drill it out, blow it out, or better still, put new bleed nipples in. Yeah, see, that one looks pretty ugly. And the other two front ones there. So I'll do the same with those, just to be on the safe side. Again, just doing this front caliper. One thing it is wise to do, if you get it cracked off a little bit, like it goes that far, just wind it back and then forward and back and forward and back and forward until it feels like a clean bit of thread, so to speak, and then slowly get a little bit further back. So you have a bigger arc, backwards and forwards like that. and then a little bit more. And then as it goes round, see, even though you think, oh yeah, it's free, it gets to a stiff bit, so don't force it. Just keep winding. Don't be greedy trying to get it all out once, thinking, oh, it'll be all right. Because one time you think it'll be all right, and it won't be. And it's a real pain in the ass to sort it out. So, patience. Again, this is why stuff on old cars is expensive, because it's the time taken. See that one? Thread looks a bit shiny, and nipple's not too clever. It's dirty in there. But again, see, just getting those two nipples off, it's probably been, I don't know, what, 8 minutes, 10 minutes? And you think, well, if you just go in there with a spanner and take two of them off, then, and you break them off, then you're an idiot mechanic because you've broken it. But when you take the care to do it, all of a sudden, you're saying to someone, well, it took 20 minutes just to get the 4 bleed nipples off the front, and they're going, well, it's only a nipple. So it's a bit difficult. This is why a lot of modern garages just don't want to know older stuff. They'd rather just change discs and pads on a 10-year-old BMW and send you on your way. Now, just in case you're wondering, the easiest way to get the length, if you just get a bit of rope, feed it like that against your old one, and then when you've got, oh, it's that long, you feed that against your new bit and then cut it off. Right, the rear ones actually are, they're all undoing quite easily. So they're all good. So I'll get all these off. Right, I've got to do the hub on that Alpine, so I need to get this back off the ramp, but new lines there, new lines going across. I've just got to put the couple of clips back in. I did make longer lines in the end. New hoses and lines on the front. All these are all okay down the cart. These are all quite reasonable, consider its age, but I put new hoses there, new hoses there. One new hose there. I'm actually one hose short. I found that stock. I didn't know I needed the 2 for the height control, so I put the 2 ones in the height control again because they were all tired. That one, I thought that one I can leave for now because that's actually a high pressure braided one, so that can stay put for a minute. I will have time to change it. I'm expecting to have to do the calipers and stuff anyway, so we'll see. Yeah, so I'll put this up, and then when I get a chance, probably next weekend, I will fill it full of fluid, run it up and see where we are, and see if we've got any issues with the distribution valves and stuff. Thank you for watching. Yeah, new hoses at the front are there. And new blocks, because the other ones were knackered.